Okay.
Welcome again, everybody. This is part 3 of Inversions of Dominant 7th Chords.
All right, next one is E flat 7th. E flat 7th is 5 of A flat. So A flat, the key signature is B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. So we have E flat, G, B flat, and D flat. All of those flats are in the A flat scale, right? E flat 7th is 5 of A flat, which has 4 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. Okay, and 3 of them show up in this chord. So that's your E flat 7th root position, first inversion, 3rd on the bottom, 5th, 7th, D flat, root, E flat. There's your first inversion, E flat 7th. You'll see that a lot. Second inversion, B flat, D flat, E flat, G. You're also likely to see that a lot. Third inversion, E flat 7th, D flat on top, on the bottom, sorry, with the triad on the top, E flat, G, B flat. All right, we'll put in the flats here. There you go. Okay, bass clef, draw in your F clef. We'll start on the first ledger line below the staff. That's E. Let's just put in the notes. E, G, B, and D. And then we'll add the flats. E flat, B flat, and D flat. It's your E flat 7th chord. All right. First inversion, G's on the bottom. 5th is B flat. 7th is D flat. The root is E flat. I'll put the flat over there. Okay, it's getting cluttered. All right, second inversion. 5th on the bottom, B flat. D flat is the 7th. Root is E flat. Squeeze it in there. 3rd is G, and you'll see that a lot. Yeah, because you're down. Well, yeah, that'll show up. All right, and then, so that's your second inversion. Third inversion has the 7th on the bottom, the D flat, with the triad on top of it. E flat, G, B flat. Okay. All right, and then your root position. Let's just do root position at first. Root position's right here. Again, we had the root position. So we started out with that. E flat, G, B flat, D flat. More you write, the better off you are. All right, first inversion is going to look like this. 3rd, G, 5th, B flat, 7th. I'm sorry, what am I saying? The first inversion. I'm getting very confused now. I think I said first inversion. That's what we're doing here. So we have the G, the B flat, D flat, and another ledger line, and we're going to put that E flat over here like that, and put a flat out there, and that is your G flat 7th, first inversion, bass clef. Here it is again. Say first inversion, second, third, for a root first. And E flat 7th, as you all know, resolves to A flat. So you have that E flat in the bass, it's likely to go down on A flat. Okay, here you have the G in the bass now, and that's likely to go up to the A flat. Now you have the B flat in the bass, which is the 5th of E flat. And it could resolve that way, or it could go like this. Okay, then when we have the 7th in the bass, it likes to go down. All right, next is E7th, and there's a lot less accidentals, so perhaps you'll be able to see things a little clearer. So we have, let's write in the notes, E, G, B, D. Now, E7th is 5 of the key of A, right? And the key signature of A is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Let's see if we find any of those here. E, here's a G, so that's a G sharp. And that's the only one. So E, G sharp, B, D is E7th. First inversion, G sharp, B, D, and E. There you go. The E travels up an octave as we go to the next inversion, right? E goes up to the top here from the bottom here. All right, second inversion has the 5th on the bottom, the B, and then the 7th is D, root E, 3rd G sharp. Okay, that's your second inversion, E7th. Third inversion is D, E, G sharp, and B. There you go. And you're likely to see all of those at some point if you play a lot of music. All right, time for the big squeeze. It's going to be easier here now. Here's bass clef. Start down on the first ledger line. We have E, G, B, D, 1 sharp, G sharp. First inversion. G sharp, 3rd on the bottom. G sharp, B, D, and E is the root on top. First inversion characterized by the 3rd on the bottom. That's how you tell inversions. Second inversion has the 5th on the bottom, the B. Then the 7th, and the root, and the 3rd. And look at the structures. Look at what a second inversion 7th chord looks like in all cases. See the crunched up notes, the 7th and the root, they're always in the center there. See, here. Here's another one. So these are all second inversions. And then first inversion is characterized, it looks like just a triad with the 2nd on top, right? But it happens to be a diminished triad, G sharp, B, D. All right, but just look at what it looks like. Just get an idea of what differentiates a root position from a first inversion, a second inversion. Look at the 3rd inversion, right? It has the squish notes on the bottom and then a triad. So all 3rd inversion 7th chords look like this. And not just dominant 7th chords. There's major 7ths, minor 7 flat 5s, diminished 7ths. They all come out looking like this. So you can say, yeah, second inversion, 3rd inversion, root position, if you do this enough. Okay, so where were we? So we're up to E7th, second inversion. No, 3rd inversion. So we have the 7th on the bottom, D, then the root, E, and the third, G sharp, and B. Third inversion, E7. That's what it looks like. All right, let's do root position again. E, G, B, D. There's the sharp. E, G sharp, B, D. And first inversion, would be G sharp, B, D, and E. There's your first inversion, E 7th chord. So you have mud down here. Still muddy. Second inversion. Now it starts to become clear. Third. Root again. First. Okay. All right, we're getting closer, folks. We're getting closer to the end. Here's treble clef. And now we're going to do F7th. And F7th is 5 of B flat major. B flat major has B flat and E flat in its key signature. So let's look. F, A, C. The only one there is the E that gets flatted. Okay, root position F7th. First inversion, A, C, E flat, F. Poo. Okay. Second inversion, F7th. We have the 5th, C, the 7th, E flat, the root, F, and the third, A. And there's that characteristic look of second inversion. Third inversion has the E flat, which is the 7th, and on top of it is the triad, F-A-C, F, A, and C. Third inversion, F7th. All right, bass clef. Start down here on F, A, C, E flat. First inversion, A, C, E flat, F. See how first inversion looks? The second is on top. The interval of the second is on top. Second inversion, the interval of the second in the middle. Third inversion, interval of the second on the bottom. Let's go on. F7th in second inversion. So we have C, that's the 5th. E flat's the 7th. Root is F. A is the 3rd. Okay, and third inversion, E flat. The 7th is on the bottom. The chord, the triad is on the top. F, A, and C. Okay, and let's go back to root position. F, A, C, E flat. Okay, this is middle C here. This is the F below middle C, so you're in the middle of the piano, getting closer and closer to the center of the piano. All right, and then first inversion, F is going to look like this. A, C, E flat, that's the 7th, and extend this ledger line out and put an F right there next to it. There you go, F7th, in all of its inversions. All right, next up is F sharp 7th. I'm going to be drawing lots of sharps. F sharp 7th is the 5 chord of B major. The key signature of B major is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. So let's see if any of those show up. So we have F, A, C, E. And the bottom three are in the key signature: F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. That's your F sharp 7th. First inversion, A sharp's on the bottom, C sharp, E, F sharp. And we'll go A sharp. There's the sharps in here. Okay. Second inversion, C, E, F sharp, and A sharp. So C sharp, E, F sharp, A sharp. So let's put in C sharp, put in the F sharp, and the A sharp. It's like secret code writing music, right? And people marvel at you if you can read this stuff, and you just have to do it. It's not doesn't take any talent really. You just have to do it a lot. All right. So we want third inversion, F sharp 7th. So we have E, which is the 7th, and now we're going to just draw, watch, F for the F sharp, A, ledger line, and then C, ledger line. So we have E, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. F sharp, A sharp, C sharp is the F sharp triad. E is the 7th. All right, that's it for the treble clef. Put in the appropriate note stems. Okay, bass clef. F sharp's down here now. So let's just put in the notes. F, A, C, E, and the first three are sharped. Okay. First inversion. A sharp's on the bottom. That's the 3rd. C sharp's the 5th. E's the 7th. F is the root. F sharp is the root. Okay, second inversion. C sharp is the 5th. E is the 7th. F sharp is the root. A sharp is the 3rd. And third inversion, F sharp 7th, we have the 7th on the bottom, the E, and we're going to just put an F sharp major triad above that, right? F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. There we go. There's our third inversion, F sharp 7th. Okay, root position again, so we've got F, A, C, E, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and then let's finish with first inversion. Well, the A sharp is the 3rd, C sharp's the 5th, E natural is the 7th, and we're going to extend the ledger line out so that we can put an F here and make that sharp. And that is it, folks. My index finger's really tired from doing all this. My God. All right, so that's it. And what we'll do next time is play them. I'm not sure if we'll do both hands, but in some way we're going to play them. And you get it into your fingers, what these inversions feel like. That's really important. You know, look, here's root position, here's first inversion, here's second inversion, here's third inversion. You know, your fingers will just automatically go into the position necessary to play each particular inversion. All right, so with that, have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Please hit the subscribe button if you can. Lots more coming up. Okay, take care.